Let's get something cleared up real quick. I won't take much of your time today. We are not against money, wealth, prosperity, riches, or abundance. Did I cover them all? Yes, I think I did well. We've tried to make this clear in other videos where I speak freely about the love of money being a dangerous thing and all. However, here I find myself needing to cover the topic in depth. But first, hello everyone. Welcome to Being Authentic Rules, where we're becoming like fine wine, one message at a time. Grab a stool, pull it up to the bar while we have a money talk. All right, okay. As I mentioned, I believe there may be a misconception out there in the world about our personal stance on having money as a Christian. Now, as I've said before, we all need money. However, we know that God desires us to use money as a tool to help others as well as ourselves, because we speak on it often. Some listeners, or should I say monitoring spirits, may wonder why we're always referring to the love of money as a sin. They must be against having money. Why we make a big deal out of it? Well, my question is, did God make a big deal out of it? Or did we make a big deal out of it? And if so, let's prove it. Well, I think God did. And I think we can prove that. We can do just that. Let's start with the fact that the concept of refraining from the love of money is mentioned in the Bible more than 2,300 times. In 2,300 verses in the Bible, there's a reference to it. These verses either highlight the importance of not letting the love of money become a primary focus in life, or not becoming too attached to the things of the world. Now, we all know most of the things of the world, well, it takes money, because it's things that money can buy. Let's start with Luke chapter 16, verse 13, where Jesus said that no one can serve two masters, for you will hate one and love the other. You will be devoted to one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and be enslaved to money. It didn't say you can't have it. It said you can't be a slave to it, which means, oh, if I don't do X, Y, and Z that goes against my morals, that goes against the commandments of God, then I can't have this money. Oh, I think I'll just have to go ahead and go against God because I need and I want this money. Proverbs chapter 28 verse 25 says that greed causes fighting. Trusting the Lord leads to prosperity. An example of this is when Jacob separated Laban's his his wife's father, Laban's flock, and mated them in front of the striped branches. God blessed Jacob's labor and made him wealthy. You can read that story in Genesis chapter 30, verses 25 through 43 to get a better understanding of it. But even in 1 John chapter 2, verses 15 through 16, it says, "Stop loving this evil world and all that it offers you. For when you love the world, you show that you do not have the love of the Father in you." Loving the world in this verse refers to prioritizing materials over people. Again, most often you have to spend money to get those materials. Selfish desires and temporary pleasures above spiritual values and a personal relationship with God. So here we are prioritizing material things over people and being selfish and only caring about the pleasures of this world above everything spiritual, including our personal relationship with the Most High. Guys, it's about living a balanced life where chasing money does not cause us to forget our spiritual journey and commitments. Anything or anyone that causes this to happen is not good for us. Verse 16 says, "For the world offers only the lust for physical pleasure, the lust for everything we see, and the pride in our" what? Possessions. It says these are not from the Father. They are from this evil world. And this world is fading away along with everything in it. But if you do the will of God, you will live forever. What a promise. So if we do the will of God, we not only live forever, but God will reward our obedience for humbling ourselves and submitting ourselves to his will and his will for our lives. We get rewarded. We will experience the blessings. The works of our hands will produce blessings. Why and how? Because Proverbs 21 verse 5 says, "Good planning and hard work lead to prosperity, but hasty shortcuts lead to poverty." This means that as long as we don't try any get rich quick schemes, our work will pay off sooner or later. It's not what you got, it's how you got it. For those who obtain money by stealing from others, misleading others, taking advantage of people, well, guess what? The Bible says in Psalm 68, verse 22, "Let the bountiful table set before them become a snare, and their prosperity become a trap." You set traps for other people, you're going to fall in them yourself. Hey, I didn't write the Bible. I just read it. But let me leave you with this last thought to sum up today's message. There's two types of people in this world. Those who use things to help people, and those who use people to help themselves get things. Which one do you want to be? Well, friends, that's all for today. If you feel led to like, comment, share, or subscribe, don't let the enemy stop you. But no matter what, thank you for being here. Until next time, I love you and keep sunsetting the bar. Bye for now.